We have different journeys in life, and this is my journey into the field of marketing. I've been in marketing for more than a decade, and I get asked by people from time to time how they can get into this field of marketing, or some would say digital marketing to be more specific. And my journey is quite interesting. I started off, I had a degree, undergraduate degree in politics, and I did a master's in international management. And I was trying to break into, started off trying to break into management consulting. That was a bit challenging, and I now kind of enjoy the idea of marketing. I came across an article that talked about SEO, and I was like, what's SEO about? So my curiosity in digital marketing, to be specific, was sort of burned, and I was just trying to nurture that curiosity. And I was applying for jobs, just trying out, just trying to get into marketing. I reached out to companies, and I was sort of like desperate, but I was also thinking of what sort of steps I can take to just build a portfolio, get some experience. And it's so hard to get experience when no one wants to give you a chance. I know it's quite challenging. So my approach was a bit different. So what I did was that I went onto YouTube. I was learning a lot about WordPress, about blogging. I started working on my own personal blog. I was also contributing a blog on like a customer experience blog, just trying to build my online profile. And also what I also did was during that whole period too, I just learned a lot of things about SEO. I went on to Moz to read up on the foundations in SEO on the Moz website. And then I also read a lot of blogs talking about just SEO copywriting. And then the next step was that I'm getting the foundation and learning the foundation, and also applying that foundation to my own personal blog. The next step was to reach out to companies. So I sort of like reached out to a couple of companies. Most of the companies were consultancy companies or consulting companies. I reached out to a few of the smaller, mid-sized ones, and offered my freelance services, for free, so to speak. And then one of the companies gave me an opportunity to analyze the website. So what I did with the website is they were in the process of building a new website. And so I analyzed the website, looked at the speed of the website, used tools like GTM metrics to analyze the speed, analyze the rankings, and I was able to just put together a presentation and made some recommendations on how they can improve the rankings. And that was my first foray, my first journey in the SEO. So I did that whole bit. I wasn't paid for that. I was offered. I received a free dinner from them, which is a very kind gesture. And then after the whole experience, I continued in my quest to learn more. Built like go a company in India to build an app for me. So launch like a startup, a customer feedback startup. And in the process of launching that startup, I learned how to launch a website, how to create content for the website, how to optimize apps as well. Just a bit. I was just grinding through all of these experiences, just trying to just get as much as possible. And after that, the startup failed, but I was able to garner a bit of experience and just understanding the full life cycle of how apps are built, how apps are optimized, and all that. So that whole experience set me up, and I kept applying for jobs, and I got a lucky break. And the company offered me a job as an SEO and PPC sort of manager specialist. And I was doing that my first role. During the interview, my first stage of the interview with the recruitment firm, when I saw the job profile on Reed, it was like, I was like, man, a lot of these things in the job profile, like, I've got no clue about them. I don't really know what the heck they're talking about. HTML, CSS, this and that. But I, like Richard Branson said, sometimes you just say, yes, I can do something, and you go ahead and figure how to get that thing done. So I went for the interview, told them about the blogs, told them about my limited experience, but I was just able to just show so much energy. And so that was my break in marketing, and I got that role. And afterwards, I've been able to move from one opportunity to the other. But I think for me, the key thing in getting into marketing was just being able to be scrappy. But sometimes if you don't really get the job interviews or get the offer, you just have to learn from all the free resources you have and use those free resources like YouTube and the rest, and build your own website. If you need to work for company is free of charge, offer your services free of charge, and just keep on grafting. As you graft, you can add that to your CV, and then that will open more doors for you. So I'll share more bits about marketing journeys, but my foray into marketing started off in digital, mostly SEO and PPC. And as my career evolved, I've been able to branch out and do a lot more than just digital, offline bits, and out of home PR, just a lot of bits. I've been able to get involved in almost every aspect of marketing. But that's my journey, and I'd love to hear your journey in terms of how you plan to get into marketing, or how you go into marketing, either conventional or unconventional. Like mine, I couldn't really, I wasn't that successful through. I mean, I couldn't really get a graduate entry role through the graduate schemes. They are very competitive, and I think Glassdoor and a few companies have put out a research that says some marketing roles receive more than between 100 to 250 applications. It's very competitive. So this is my journey, and I'm going to share more bits about marketing career, just a journey of trying to be a modern day marketer. Okay. Until next time, thank you for tuning in, and I'd love to hear your feedback and your comments regarding your journey or how you plan to get into marketing. Thank you.